So Iraq was Sumer or something. We know this, right? But thing is, who's called it Iraq? The reason I'm saying is because, like, Bay, Rak, Tar. It's like El Bay, right? Iran, Iraq. That was the SS that started calling them that because that was Persia. That was Persia, Sumeria, Iraq, Iran, Bay, El Bay, Rak, Tar. Why are they use Akhenaten? You know what I'm saying, like that. Um, Akhenaten wanted to expel entropy, uh, and a new priesthood. He wanted to start a new priesthood. Akhenaten, Akhenatar, Bayraktar, Dejed. You know what I'm saying? Charles Hodgkinson, the Dejed stablecoin. And they want finance. Finance is buried at the hip, and they want a elastic web of buoyant transaction validator nodes to support an ecosystem sustained or held supported by a basket of currency that fluctuates as monies as various currencies have to keep within approximation to with respect to other assets. And that's all it is. It's not about whether or not your money goes up or goes down. It's about there's not going to be no currency if, you know what I'm saying, if I don't work. Like, if this system doesn't work, then it will deperson. The money will deperson from humans. And I mean, if you're that guy holding the nodes, you can be, maybe you only want to use cherry pie and a sat phone or something. Like, you could use a cherry pie and a sat phone, and you can program nodes, and you'll be the one who turned out to be holding the true currency, because we've invented coins before to try to hold currency. And the thing is, it's both scary and it's not, because people are caught up in the need for inefficiency for somebody else in order to have hassles, and that threatens everything. So it's gonna be like the Matrix and shit, whether or not the architect would want to have us as a pet or fucking get rid of us. You know what I mean? So it's like, here's the thing though, right? The JED is already that. It's works based on accumulation, absorption, and resonance, and it's proven by the visible warbling between the rungs of the Djed in the ether, right? You can see it. It's not a lot of power like we really want from nuclear, but it is a way to amplify or enhance using a system of pulleys and lattices and a yak oil line base of a pillar, or the 4 rungs, which we got a voting system, and you get charged an elected official. Elections only happen on chromatic resonating fields. They don't actually happen via plebiscite. But that's bureaucracy. You have to support the plebiscite. You have to want the plebiscite to win. You know? Because either that or you like to have games to play. That wouldn't necessarily be true if it wasn't that the Djed we need, like, that's where Robin Hood came from. King Richard left, and then uh, the sheriff of Locksley took over, or and the sheriff of Locksley was an evil dickhead and everything. Yeah, yeah, just like that. We're under the sheriff of Locksley right now, and that's why that's why uh, a love and light, um, full of care uh, person is the worst. That because if they isn't anything to grieve, that they would set a backburn. Like if the fire department wasn't fighting fires and they weren't, and nobody was getting commissioned to fight fires, then somebody would go out and like light a fire, and then they would come through and rescue everybody. You know what I mean? We'll grieve and begin the healing process. And if there's nobody dying in the streets, then they got ants. They got ants in their pants, and they're all like we gotta. You know what I'm saying? We gotta figure out a way to engage everybody. You know, because they're not getting enough stimmy tax. They're not getting stimmy tax, and they need to see ambulatory lights to as a distraction from the everyday humdrum of um, there is a monotony of life, even if it seems like things are changing. It is still the same shit. Yeah.